Right. So today's plan to talk about the question from the MCQ book, which is from the lesson number 1 and the lesson number 4, which we have covered. Right. Let's get started from lesson number 1. I'll be sharing the screen for the explanations. I'll come to the board. Right. So good that all of you have shared me the answers, so which I can get an idea about your understanding. So let's see how you have answered. Question number 1. Okay, so they are giving kind of a thing. But remember, guys, there are a couple of changes also to be done here for some questions. So you should be also aware about that. The government stated that it has made special preparation to provide extra trains to facilitate passengers who go to their village in their festive season. The tickets can be reserved through the internet, and a special program is conducted to the security of the people who come to the city to purchase the essential food items and textiles. The answer that contains only the wants according to the above case. So only the wants. Now, guys, yes, we have to go with the fourth option, but we have to exclude transportation here. It's a mistake, right? Because as you can see, there are only three things are there, but here it has been mistakenly typed. So exclude, because transportation is a need, because the wants are the ways, the train, buses, everything. So train, textile, internet, we would say the want. Right, so subjected to some adjustments. Question number 2. The answer that consists of the characteristics of the above highlighted concept. So what are the highlighted concepts? Food items and textiles, right? So food items and textiles. So basically those are, what is the concept? Those are products. A product that we divide in 2 parts, which is goods and services. And I mean, they come goods, they got goods like characteristics. Yes, tangibilities, you can touch those. The homogeneity means it's quite similar. Similar in the sense like you can make identical product, you can make same food items, you can make same textiles, and physical existence. So why the answer is just blank? You have to read the question about highlighted concepts. So you have to see what the highlighted concepts are, right? Here are the highlighted concepts. Question number 3. Following are several characteristics of business and business functions, out of the which contains only the characteristics. Remember that there are 2 parts, characteristics of the business and the functions. Those are 2 different concepts, right? So we need to aware about that part. So since they are only asking the characteristics, we can just ignore the business functions, right? Business functions. So in that manner, adding value to the resources and fulfilling needs are business functions. So main 2 functions. So excluding A and C, right? If we exclude A and C, we'll be end up with B, D, E, right? Which is there has to be continuous transaction and creating bonds, and also selling and exchange take place. So number 3, yes, that is correct. So how can you come up with the option number 4 for the question number 3, which is incorrect? Fulfilling needs and wants. Remember, guys, it's a function. And C, adding value, it's a function. Right? D, creating wants, it's correct. So they are C, characteristics. Please refer to number 1. So you have to specifically say what are the characteristics and what are the functions. Now, what's the business? It's about fulfilling needs and wants. So their function is fulfilling needs and wants and adding value to the resources. Those are 2 functions. Except all, we have to consider as characteristics. Question number 4. The evaluation of business started, yes, with the barter system. No, with the direct production, no, right? Because in the direct production, there were no exchange took place. Why? Because what's direct production, guys? What's direct production? දැන් ඔය lesson number 1 එකේ තියෙන doubts clear කරගන්න. මොකද lesson number 1 එක ගොඩක් students ලා හරියට cover කරගෙන නැහැ. එක classes පස්සේ පටන් ගෙන තියෙන්නේ. නැත්තම් එච්චර attention එකක් දීලා නැහැ. But remember, guys, ඔයාලා දන්නා weightage එක. Right? Weightage එක 12ක් 13ක්. lesson number 1 එකේ. Imagine කියන්නේ 100. ඔයාගේ paper එකේ ලකුණු 100න් 12ක් 13ක් lesson number 1. ඒ කියනවා ඒක මිස් කරගෙන ආවනේ ලකුණු ප්‍රමාණය මිස් වෙනවා. Direct production කියලා කියන්නේ you produce for yourself. Indirect කියලා කියන්නේ market production එක. You based on the market for the market demand. දැන් ඔයාට අවශ්‍ය දේ විතරක් හදාගත්තා නම් ඒක අපි ගන්නේ direct production එකක් කියලා. Right? Direct production. So direct production එකේ business එකක් involve නැහැ. තමන්ට අවශ්‍ය දේ තමන් හදාගෙන හිටියා. Right? So then only the indirect production. Direct production අපිට answer එකක් විදිහට ගන්න බෑ. Usage of money කියන එක නේද? business කරන්න money අවශ්‍යම නැහැනේ. පස්සේනේ money introduction එකක් ආවේ. Right? So it has to be the barter system. Right? After the barter system, people started trade. Question number 5. Kapila manufactured an artificial flexible leg specially for his disabled brother. Later, he obtained the patent and now he is engaging in supplying of artificial legs to the local and foreign orders. Yes, එහෙනම් මේක මුලින්ම direct production එක. මොකද it was not initially market oriented, right? Just for his brother. And then indirect production. So whereas number 2, right? Primary දැන් මේ ඔක්කොම පටලගෙන තියෙන්නේ. Primary production කොහෙද මෙතන එන්නේ? මොකද්ද primary production කියලා කියන්නේ? දැන් මේ concepts පටල ගන්න එපා. Primary direct good. දැන් මොකද්ද primary කියලා කියන්නේ? Primary, secondary, tertiary. දැන් කොහෙද primary එකක් ආවේ මේ හරියට? Primary production කියන්නේ a production where you extract the natural resources as it is and sell it. You are not doing any changes, right? Fishing, cultivation, agriculture products, the gems and mining, primary production. Secondary, you do changes, right? Timber became a furniture set of things. Gems and dolls become jewelry under secondary. Tertiary is all about services. එහෙනම් මෙතන කොහොමද primary production එකක් එන්නේ? leg එකක් හදන්න මොනවා හරි එහෙම artificial leg එකක් හදන්න පුළුවන්ද මොනවා හරි primary මේ නෑ එහෙම එකක් නෑ right? Primary production. So primary production is that you extract the natural resources as it is and sell, right? But businesses classify karana, can you remember the primary, secondary, tertiary? So ඒක මෙතනට අදාළ දෙයක් නෙමෙයි. So it seems like lack of knowledge in lesson number 1 still. So how you put fifth one? No. It has to be the direct production and indirect production. Direct for ourselves, we produce for ourselves. Like for his brother, right? Not market oriented. So question number 5, answer number 2. Please go through it and have a clear understanding about each and every concept. අපරාධ marks නැති කරගන්න එපා lesson number 1 එකේ, right? 12ක් 13ක ලකුණු එනවා. And input considered in the business process, yes, entrepreneurship. So those are 4 factors, inputs. How can you say fifth one? No, research and development is one of a business function. Right? They are asking input entrepreneurship with the 4 factors: land, labor, capital, entrepreneurship. Those are the resources, we known as business resources. Factors of production, those are the inputs. Guys, can you remember the input output process? Input process output කියලා අපි කතා කරේ නේද? මෙතන අපි කතා කරේ land, labor, capital, entrepreneurship, then the process and goods and services කියලා. right? ඉතින් එන input කියලා කියන්නේ those 4 factors. Entrepreneurship කියන්නේ හොඳ input එකක්, right? Question number 7. The reason for the high prices of vegetables in last festive season are the impact of the bad weather and increase in the consumer demand. Select the answer which shows the environment factors respectively. I would say the festive season, right? Those are cultural environment. You know, there are a lot of festivals like Audu season, December, Christmas, everything. And bad weather, it's due to natural. And demand, right? Demand comes under economic environment. So can we go with option? Economic environment, natural environment, cultural and demographic. Guys, මෙතන පොඩි question එකේ පොඩි issue එකක් තියෙනවා. අපිට මෙන්න මේ පොඩ්ඩක් change කරගන්න වෙනවා. Factors shows the factors, not respectively. Make it respectively අපිට එකක් ගන්න අමාරුයි. Right? Respectively කියන එක පොඩ්ඩක් අයින් කරගන්න. So you have to just get the factors somehow. Right? Then now just keep aside the answers for a while. පොඩ්ඩක් options එක පොඩ්ඩක් පැත්තකින් තියමු. Let's analyze the question. The reason for the high prices of vegetables. Oh, එහෙම ගත්තොත් මෙතන high prices කිව්වොතින් kind of a inflation situation, price increase කියන එක අපිට මෙතනින් ගන්න පුළුවන් capture කරොත් economic environment. And the festive season, which is cultural. And the bad weather, which is natural. and increasing the consumer demand. Right. So here, this is the case. Now, when you think about the demand, now you can say, in order to increase the demand, there are so many factors. Now, even the number of consumers also matter. Now, if we consider the number of consumers, that has to be something with the population, right? So then that we can take demographic environment as well. So that's what I'm concerning. So which one we have to pick, right? So first one has to be economic. First take economic keyword, economic, natural. Cultural, demographic, yes. So we have to go with the option number one, but those are not in a respective order, right? So we get this as demographic environment because the consumer demand due to the number of customers. Demographic environment. So අපි පිළිවෙලටම බැලුවොත් question එකේ economic, cultural, natural and demographic. But ඒක පිළිවෙලට නැහැ. මෙතන පොඩ්ඩක් වෙනස් වෙලා තියෙනවා. But we can go with the number one. කොහොමද option number 3 ගන්න බෑ මෙතන. Option number 3 ගන්න බෑ. With the first not cultural and මෙතන පොඩි printing mistake එකක් නේ economics දෙකක් ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා. Right, so we'll go with the number one, but without order. 7, 1. දැන් මේවා ගැන අයින් කරන්න පුළුවන් කෙලිම political අදාළ නැහැ. Right? ඒක කොහොමත් option මේ තුනම එන්නේ නැහැ. So මෙතනින් මෙතනත් කොහොම හරි තියෙනවා නේද අනිත් පැත්තක හරි. Right? So we'll go with option number one. Option number but order book එකේ උඩින් මේම ලියා ගන්න to which environment. Question number 8. The X column represents the criteria of classifying the business, and Y column shows things included in these ways of classification. Right. මේක නම් ඉතින් easy ප්‍රශ්නයක්. Ownership, private, public, nature of production, primary. So D should be there. Sorry, C should be there. C මුලට එන්න අවශ්‍යයි. මේ ඔක්කොම අයින් කරන්න පුළුවන්. එක්ක 1 or 4th one. So ownership, yes, DEAT, right? 4th one. Question number 9. Janak purchased a land suitable for his roofing tile business. In order to operate this business by combining his resources successfully, he collected clay and employees around his factory area. Select the correct answer which represent the factors of production. මෙතනත් මම හිතන්නේ respectively පොඩි ප්‍රශ්නයක් තියෙනවා. What we check. Now first අපිට land කියන එක කෙලින්ම දීලා තියෙනවා. Right? For his roofing tile business, so something like the enterprise or the entrepreneurship. And combining resources, yes, that's entrepreneurship. And employees, එතකොට එතන labor around his factory area. එම බැලුවොත් what do you think, guys? First one. පිළිවෙලට එකක් නැහැ නේද එතනත්. Right, so we'll go with like this. So land, entrepreneurship, labor, and providing capital. Or else we can think like this. Janaka purchase. If we think about it, that has to be highlighted, guys. Or when I make a product, shall we just highlight, underline Janaka? So then we can say he is an entrepreneur. So entrepreneurship, land, and then labor, capital, right? Machines. Shall we do a quick change? So these are the things that you need to highlight. Janaka, land, employees, and machineries. So then we got the answer: entrepreneurship, land, labor, and capital, right? Because machines belong to capital. Okay, shall we do that change, please? There are some unnecessary words have been highlighted. Randy Hope starting a garment factory and now he is engaging in preparing a business plan. When he is recording the factors of production, what should be recorded as capital? Capital, right? The type of business organization, it's not capital. Buildings, premises, working capitals, but the borrowings are there. Those are not capital. Assets, liabilities, knowledge, employees' knowledge, not capital. Yes, machinery, cash, building, equipment. Yes, fourth one. No, guys, we cannot take those borrowings as capital, right? Buildings, premises. Oh, it's a premises kiwot land neda mean karane. Cash ganna puluwan. Cash we take, guys. In business studies we take cash up. Our economics වල තමයි cash ගන්න බැරි කතාව තියෙන්නේ. Right? මේ මෙතන premises කියලා mean කරන්නේ අපි කියන්නේ premises කිව්වොත් land, right? That's what they mean. Guys, remember cash in our business studies a lot of syllabus book again. I can show you. In economics, you do not consider money as part of capital because it's what you call only the goods that you consider. So I'm just sharing the content from the syllabus. Right, guys, it specifically say right. So in business studies, we consider, right? So let's keep a note on that. Please keep a note on that. So question number 10, correct answer number 4. Right, all good. Do you have any concerns, any clarifications? Please let me know to the chat if you have still any doubts. Right. What is the difference between econ and BS? That's a good question. Yes, there are differences. There are differences. Subject wise, what differences, you know? Yes. Difference keyword economic point of view එකකින් බලද්දී අපි කියනවානේ ඒකට economics වල capital කියලා ගන්නෙ something you can make goods out of it, right? Then අපිට money note එකකින් මොනවත් හදන්න බැහැනේ, but we can purchase equipments. එතකොට එතන අපි ගන්නෙ all the goods, right? Capital කියලා ගන්න මොන හරි physical item එකක් තමයි ගන්නෙ capital කියලා. That's the concept. දැන් accounting උත් වෙනස් නේද? accounting වල අනිවාර්යෙන්ම වා ගන්න නේද? අර කියන්නේ අයිතිකරු මුදල් ගෙනාවා, right? Owner brings money. ඒතරවා ඒ ප්‍රශ්නේ හැවෙන්නේ නැහැ. Owner brings money මොකද කරේ? capital account, capital වැඩි වුණා, assets වැඩි වුණා, right? ඉතින් ඒ වගේ පොඩි similar mis concepts තියෙනවා subjects අතර. economics වල තනිකර කියන්නේ capital කියලා කියන්නේ මොන හරි දෙයක් ඔයාට ඒක use කරන් good එකක් හදන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්න ඕනේ. දැන් අපි shirt material එක capital නේ. හැබැයි අපි මේ notes එකතු කරලා shirt එකක් මහා ගන්න නැහැ. ඒ මහානවා නම් අන්න you can consider that as capital as per economics. Right? මොන හරි notes ටිකක් එකතු කරලා shirt එකක් මහලා ඉඳන් ගියොත් that you can consider as capital. Got it? All clear? Right. එතකොට business studies economics වල අපි cash නැත්නම් money capital කියලා consider කරමු. ලොකු difference එකක් නැහැ. We can purchase goods and we can purchase equipments when we have cash. But economics වල කියන්නේ cash ගන්න එපා. Only the tools, equipments ඒ ටික ගන්න කියලා capital විදියට. Yeah, that's the difference. Okay. Hi, Nisa, please make sure. Question number 11. Pereira, a licensed owner of a gem mine, produces ornaments with new design using new machinery, form, and gem extracted from his mine. For the youth, and earns a high income by selling them. Right. Write the correct answer include the macroeconomic factors. Yes, license owner nang etana you need to take a license. No, that's something legal. New machinery keyword something like technological, and also if you think about the mind, it's natural, and the income economic. I think we can go with 2. Yes, legal, technological, natural, economic. There's no political involvement, but at the end of the day, legal means political in Sri Lanka, but that's a different story, right? There's no global. Oh, we have a ballot. Yes, option number 2. Yes, option number 2. Question number 12. The business of the above case, namely the gem mine, the production ornaments, and the selling them respectively primary, secondary. ඔව් දැන් එතන මේක primary secondary යන නිසා අනිත් එක tertiary කියලාම ගමු නේද? tertiary කියන්නේ service තමයි. but මෙතන because this is the nature of the production. So nature of the production, how do we classify based on the nature of production? Right? End of the day, tertiary means service, but you know, if you are going with the classification, we'll go as per the original classification. Correct? So then it has to be primary, secondary, and tertiary, option number 2. Right? So you cannot take here service. Service කිව්වනම් ගන්න වෙන්නේ factorial composition, agriculture, industrial, and services. So now we are not following that classification here. We are following production sector, right? In our production sector now, so this one we can take. Sorry, the nature of the production. Nature of the production. So then we can say primary, secondary, and tertiary. Correct? So please write, we follow here nature of production, as per nature of production. Question number 13. Select the answer which denotes the factors of production belong to Gemini, Mr. Pereira, modern machinery. Yes, land, entrepreneurship, capital. No? Super hotel owner Arjuna Ekanayaka has opened his newest branch in Nugget. He was shocked to learn that a foreign hotelier was preparing to open a state-of-the-art hotel in the Nugget area. By what name can a foreign hotelier can be? Yes. Remember, guys, this is not competitor. මොකද මෙයා තාම business එකට ඇවිල්ලා නැහැ. Right? He's like, you know, was preparing. What the meaning of that? Was preparing. In the last වෙමින් ඉඳලා තියෙනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ තාම confirm නැහැ. එනවාද නැද්ද කියන තාම sure නැහැ. He was preparing to come. Right? Got it? Competitor කියලා කියන්නේ someone who is existing in the business. right? දැනට business එකේ ඉන්න කෙනෙක් වෙන්න අවශ්‍යයි. ඒක උතර මතක තියාගන්න. Competitor කියන්නේ someone who produce similar goods and services. Right? So dialogue competitor are competitors. දැන් කවුරු හරි කියනවා නම් මොනවාරි වෙනත් රටක ටෙලිකමියුනිකේෂන් කෙනෙක් එන්න හදනවා කියලා එයා තාම කම්පියුටර් කෙනෙක් වෙලා නැහැ. එයාට අපි තියෙන වර්ඩ් එක තමයි potential investor කියන වර්ඩ් එක. But we have to be very careful when we use the word potential investor. What is the reason? It can be two types. එක කොටස් දෙකකට වෙන්න පුළුවන්. හරිද? ඒ කියන්නේ අපි කියනවා දැන් අපේ business හිතන්න potential investor කෙනෙක් එයා exist අපේ business එකට කියන්න පුළුවන් මෙයා ආවිලා අපේ business එකේ invest කරයි කියලා. දැන් හිතන්න this is a Cargill's business. එයා Cargill's එකේ future shareholder කෙනෙක්ට කියන්න පුළුවන් future shareholder කෙනෙක්ට කියන්න පුළුවන් potential investor. Potential investor for our business. Or maybe he's investing in another company, or maybe he's starting another same business. Yeah, potential investor. So we have to see the based on the scenario. එහෙනම් මෙතන මේ super hotel කියන එකක් වගේම තව එකක් හදන්න වෙන කෙනෙක්. දැන් super hotel එකට invest කරන්න ආවනම් එයා potential investor තමයි. හැබැයි මෙතන එහෙම දෙයක් කියන්නේ නැහැ. Right? The foreigner is not coming to invest in a super hotel, but different hotel chain. එහෙනම් එයා potential investor එකෙන් තාම එයා game එකට බහලා නැහැ. Right? එයා potential එකක් තියනා ඉන්න නිසා ඒක potential investor, not a competitor. Not a competitor. Right, yes, all good. So question number 14 has to be option number 3. So please highlight the word was preparing. It doesn't mean that the investment is confirmed. Right? It doesn't mean that the investment is confirmed. Right, all good. So moving to next question. Arjuna Ekanage, මම හිතන්නේ ඒකත් එකම දේනේ දාන්න. Yes, the same question නා. මෙතන going to open. එතන වෙනස going to open the hotel નો. බෑ ඒකත් same meaning නේද? open කරන්න යනවා. කිව්වොතින් but when you are say you are going to open කිව්වොතින් ඒක open මේ දැනට project එක හදලා ඉවරයි නේද? When I say right, going to means he is opening, right? Yes, he's going to open. එතකොට competitor. That kind of the difference එක. Now when I say I'm going to start my business කිව්වොතින් business එක හදලා තියෙන්න බෑ start කර නේද? දැන් අතන word එක was preparing. Was preparing to plan. Was preparing. එතකොට එතන potential එක මෙතන going to start, going to open නේද? I'm going to open the hotel න hotel එක හදලා තියෙන්න බෑ කියලා open කරා. Yes. Right. එහෙනම් දැන් එයා competitor. Now he's a competitor. Question number 16. Following are several bases used to classify the products, and the classification of the products are given below. Tangibility, goods and services, durability, durable and non-durable, usage, yes. Usage, consumer and industrial. Question number 16. Following table shows the parties who influence a business. The business environment they belong to at the reason to their interest towards the business. Right? Now, the parties, if you consider the owners, belong to internal. Right? And customers belong to task, and government to macro. Right? So then it has to be something 1, 2. 1 for 2, no? So it go first one, fifth one. 1, 2, A. Business growth. Yes, business growth. Yes. So we have to go with option number 1. And 2, 3, customers in a task environment, immediate environment. Goods quality. Yes. Question number 16, correct answer number 1. Three. There are 16 questions දෙකක් තියෙනවා නේද? So what should I concern here? What should I? Okay, I'll consider this as 16. Okay, 17, right. Rupika, an owner of a beauty salon, and bought a television for the use of her salon. Yes, මේක අනිවාර්යෙන්ම business good එකක්. දැන් ගොඩක් අය දාලා ආසෙ කරන් තිබ්බ මේක special good දේවල් ඇරදී මොකද මේක consumer නෙමෙයි business එකනේ. Business good. Following table shows the factors of production and some examples. Yes, land, sunlight, all land is belong. The lands are all the belongs to the land. So A for 3. And B for 1. And C for 2. And D 4. Oh, sorry. Question number 19. Following are some statements related to business environment. The answers that includes the correct statement. The forces of the task environment influence internal environment. Where the task environment external. Internal environment consists of groups or specific organizations that influence in the business. Yes. Opportunities are found in where the opportunity is external. All the strengths of the task environment forces should be utilized. No. Task getting strengths gain it now. Right? Take a Valeria. Did you notice that? Task environment. Remember? Internal, external. External about task, immediate environment. And macro. How the task environment brings you strengths. වැරදි යා. ඔප්ෂන් එකක් හරියට නැති ඒකට අපිට දීලා තියෙන ස්ටේට්මන්ට්ස් එක ඉස්සෙල්ලා ඉවැලුවේට් කරන්න එපා. E the purchasing power which influence the existence of business or depend on the economic factors. ඒක හරි. ඒක හරි. එතකොට මොනවාද? B and E නේද? B and E විතරයි ගන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්නේ. So you have to do a change here. B and E. But please do that change, guys. Right? දැක්කනේද? task එකේ strengths තියෙන්න බෑ. Following are the several factors related to business environment. The answer that includes only the factors which make strengths and weaknesses. Something should be internal. Right? Computers cannot, government cannot, but you can take owners, business resources, employees. Yes. BDE. How you can say A? So be careful. මේ වගේ ප්‍රශ්න වලට අපරාධ වරද්ද ගන්න එපා. මොකද ඊකට අමාරු ප්‍රශ්න ගොඩක් තියෙනවා. You have to make a provision, right? At least for 2-3 questions, you have to make a provision. Where Devi කියලා හිතන්න. So computer, opportunities and threats. There is a common process in any business. Inputs are converted into the outputs of this process. The answer that denotes the outputs process correctively. Guys, just give me 1 second. Right. Yes, input, conversion process, output. So 21-4. It's not the first one. It's not the first one. Production process කියන එක හරි but when you come to දැන් බලන්න එතන answers පොඩි දෙයකින් answer එක miss වෙන්න පුළුවන්. Right? Production process. එතකොට service organization එකක් න. නිසා හැම එකටම common එක අපිට හරි මේ බලන්න. දැන් conversion process කිව්වට පස්සේ that could be applied to anything. could be a production of a good service, whatever the process. Then our production process, that's belong to manufacturing company. Any business. So that's why how you need to capture the points. Huh? Any business, a good and service, they come in a place. So they can have a conversion process. Following are several business activities and functions. The answer shows the business activities and business. The same question. Adding value to the resources is an activity, and fulfilling needs. So C and E, activities, rest are functions, which is A, B, and D. 22, option number 1. No, Buddha. Up in third day, right? There are only 2 activities in your book, right? Please make a note of it. Please make a note of it, please. Two main activities. The functions and characteristics. Correct. Maintaining the business documents, training employees, functions. ABB functions. Correct? 22. Option number 1. Option number 1. Banu, can you please explain me what is these 2 answers? Business environment and business. What should I refer? This one or this one? Let me know. Question number 23. Sri Lanka is a multicultural country. There are various religions, beliefs, and customs. The above statement about demographic, social, cultural environment. It's not about economics. Yes, no? Demographic, social, cultural. Question number 24. Although the business environment factor or phases are discussed separately, there is as interrelationship is there. Select a statement which denotes the interrelationship. Business environment is of 2 folds as internal environment and external environment. business environment is of a true false of a internal and external. External business environment is classified as task and macro environment. Incorrect එක අහන්නේ නේද? Which statement? Interrelationship. Businessman cannot influence on macro. Guys, they are asking the interrelationship. එහෙනම් ask එක fourth one because some political policies influence on economic environment. Let me explain. No. What is this interrelationship? Let me explain that. Answer එක වැරදිලානේ හැමෝගෙම. For example, then ලංකාවේ තියෙන economic crisis එකක්. Economic crisis එකට හේතුව තමයි main reason එක වැරදි political decisions. Tax reduction, fiscal policy නේ එතකොට. right? ඒ නිසා interrelationship එකක් තියෙනවා. දැන් example එකක් විදියට technological environment එකකින් මොන හරි අලුත් දෙයක් හොයාගන්නවා. right? හිතන්න මොනවාරි අලුත් දෙයක් හොයාගන්නවා කියලා. එතකොට ඒකට legal environment එක දැන් හිතන්න ලංකාවේ කෙනෙක් vehicle එකක් හදනවා. දැන් සාමාන්‍යයෙන් Department of Motor Traffic වලට අනුව තාම නීති හදලා නැහැ. කොහොමද ලංකාවේ ඇතුලේ හදපු vehicle එකක් register කරන්න කියලා. ඔක්කොම තියෙන වාහන. right? එතකොට කෙනෙක් ලංකාවේ වාහන හැදුවොතින් right? එතකොට එයා technological environment හැබැයි එයාට legal environment එකෙන් approval එකක් ගන්න වෙනවා. එහෙනම් they are always between an interrelationship. එතකොට bank එකක් අලුතෙන් ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ ATM එකක් open කරන්න කලින් central bank එකෙන් permission ගන්න. පැහැදිලිද? ආය වගේ මේ එක environment එක interrelationship තියෙනවා. අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම political, legal, economic මේ තුනම ගොඩක් වෙලාවට interrelated. පැහැදිලිද? දැන් legal environment එකේ නීතියක් දැම්මට පස්සේ සමහර demographic environment එකට ඒක බලපාන්න පුළුවන්. right? So demographic environment එකේ population වැඩි වෙන එක economic environment එකේ demand එක වැඩි වෙන ඒ විදිහට interrelationship තියෙනවා. So that's what they are asking. So you have to go with that one. Here some more examples. Here is some more examples. So gem mines belong to natural environment. But to make a business activity, one has to take a legal approval in a natural and legal environment. That ATM machines, you have to get the approval from central bank. So likewise, interrelationship between each environment, especially political decisions matter, economic රඳාපවතිනවා. right? එහෙනම් ඒකට එන්න ඕනේ question number 24 fourth one. 25. Various parties are interested in business and businesses also interested in those parties. Select the correct answer which compare X column and Y column correctly. Yes, business also interested. දැන් අහන්නේ business එකයි ඒගොල්ලන් කෙනෙක් interest කියලා නේද? Yes. To receive special relief from ගොඩාක් ලැබිලා තියෙනවා. It's more than enough from the government. Lot of reliefs. Right. Okay. B. And managers growth and employees yes productivity and A ensure the existence. Yes. Make it from the business's point of view, right? Business එකට ඇයි අනිත් parties owner කියන අදහස. Following diagram illustrates the classification of a business environment. Answer question 26 and 27. The environment factors refers to B and C. B and C. Yes, B task, C macro. ඒක හරියට අරන් තියෙනවා. සමහර අර එදා මේ අපේ සන්ඩේ ක්ලාස් එකේ නම් ඒක හරියට අරගෙන තිබුණ නැහැ. මම මේක ආපහු පොඩ්ඩක් අහන්න. right මේක අර sets and subsets වගේ දෙයක් නේද? ඒගොල්ලෝ අරගෙන තිබුණා මේ C කියන්නේ business environment කියලා වැරදි නේද? මොකද right එහෙනම් මේක internal නම් right මේකනේ පොඩිම දේ internal ඊට පස්සේ එක ඉන්න ඕනේ task immediate එක. ඒකට ළඟම එක task නේද? ඊට පස්සේ macro. So මෙතන තමයි business environment. Right? Not this, right? This one, this. So that you have to take correctly. So task example තමයි customers, employees, company. Very good. 27.5. Dhanasiri earned some income by purchasing Puhuldosi from the producer Gunapal and selling to his friend. It's a profit. This process can be, it's a trade, right? Just buying and selling, buying and selling. Following statements are related to basic concepts of the subject business studies. Any activity which fulfills human needs is called as a business. The wants backed by purchasing power. Wants backed by the purchasing power. Yes, guys, that's the demand. Effective demand. Want එකක් තිබ්බා කියලා බෑනේ. ඒකට purchasing power එක තියෙනවා. Products are the bundle of benefits. Yes. And are basis of wants. Needs matan, yes. So then business demand products. Question number 29, option number 4. Following X column shows the environment forces and Y column shows the weaknesses irrelevant to them. When above columns are matched accurately, the correct answer. Yes, weak financial strength, which is an weaknesses. A for 4 got managers making wrong decision, weakness, having misconducts. And organizational culture, which is non-establishment code of ethics, organizational structure, conflicts among roles. Very good. Organizational structure and a hierarchy. 31. Following are some definitions defining business concepts. Select the correct statement. Select the statement which shows the production of goods and services to satisfy human needs and wants are done by the business. Yes, business can be continued with profit motive or without profit motive. Yes, businesses are continued by the group of individual by an individual. Okay, business is engaged in any occupation active. No, right? So 1, 2, 3. Why is the fourth one 2, 3, 4? No. Production of goods and services to satisfy needs are done by the businesses. 32. Follow is a statement are related to the business environment. Select the answer which include the statements that does not relate to macro environment factors. Inability to supply orders on time due to delaying of raw materials at the right time. Suppliers increase the price of goods and services at the price levels of the goods and services are increased. Okay, what they're asking, which instead does not relate to macro, does not relate to macro. So first one does not belong, right? Because first one belong to task suppliers. Suppliers increase the price of goods and services, the prices as price. Oh, as the price levels of the equal, they can include in economic environment, inflation. The high available substitute goods and services is a threat for the business and gives opportunities for other business. Yes, it gives an opportunity. High available substitute goods and services is a threat for the business and it gives opportunities to other business. Yes. So ekat aiti wenna task environment. The rules and regulations enacted under political and legal environment can be advantageous or disadvantages. Oh, have I taken macro? Macro. Commercial banks should obtain permission, so that also macro. That's so fifth one komat ganna that. First take a enawa. Second again ena 1 and 3. Yes. So question number 32, 3, correct? 1. The 1 and inability to supply the orders on time due to delaying the raw materials at the right time. Right? That's something supplies, no? So task environment. 2 ගන්න බෑ. Suppliers increase price ඒක හරි. But I equal increase කරන්නේ. As the price levels of the goods and services are increased. ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ internal pricing method එකක් නිසා නෙමෙයි. Right? In marketing we talk about the pricing, no? ඒ pricing method එකක් නෙමෙයි. ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ profits වැඩි කරන්නේ නෙමෙයි. ඒගොල්ලෝ increase කරන්නේ. දැන් මේ දවස්වල දැන් දිගටම පාන් බනිස් මේවා වැඩි වෙන්නේ නැහැයි. General price level එක වැඩි වෙන නිසා. නැත්නම් ඒගොල්ලෝ වැඩි කරන එකක් නෙමෙයි. Due to the price levels of the goods and services are increased. So ඒක macro නිසා second එකේ එන්නේ නැත. Is this 4th or 3? What is this answer number 1? Yes, 1 එක නෙමෙයි. එතකොට එන්නේ second එක. Question number 33. Which one of the following is not a benefit that can be received by as a result of the expansion of e-commerce? Not a benefit, not a benefit. Having opportunity to enter in, it's a benefit. Minimum documentation, yes. ඒක වැරදි inspect කරන්න chance එකක් නැහැනේ නේද? There's no chance for you to inspect. ආවට පස්සේ තමයි දැනගන්න වෙන්නේ. Right, guys, all good. So now you should be able to answer any question from lesson number 1, right? Lesson number 1. පැහැදිලිද? අපි තවත් ඉතින් lesson number 1 ගැන කතා කරන අපි දැන් model full set of when we come to the full set of model papers and past papers එතකොට මේ ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවානේ Right, since we have something more time, let's discuss lesson number 4 MCQs as well as much as possible. Three brothers from the same family conduct a business named Good Mackerel Private Company to produce high quality canned fish by using modern technology. The underlying words above shows the common characteristics of a formal organization. Select the answer which represent them accurately and respectively. Yes, then the formal organization. Guys, we discuss the factors. So there are some characteristics when you come to a formal organization. Collection of individuals. 3 people's name. Then a connected an organization. Right? So collection of people. High quality, there's a goal, right? Goal. Yes. And engage in economic activity and having a business name. Having a business name. But there are only 2 highlights points. Underline the words they got to correct. So having a group of people, having a goal. So they yes. And please make sure you refresh your knowledge. The characteristics of a formal organization. Right? Goal involves individuals, has an organization structure. Why can't we take 2? Let's see. Having a group of people, having a business name, having a goal, engaging economic activity. Guys, now මෙතන පොඩි ප්‍රශ්නයක් වෙලා තියෙනවා. එකක් තමයි මේක අන්ඩර්ලයින් වෙලා නැහැ හරියට. Shall we highlight? Shall we highlight? මෙතන conduct a business කියන එකත් highlight වෙන්න ඕන. ආපහු and also this Good Mackerel Private. That underline වෙලා නැත. එතකොට yes, as you suggest, second එකක් ගන්න පුළුවන් having a group of people, business name, having a goal. Now guys, let's forget about the options. අපි පොඩ්ඩක් මේ ටික බලමු. මෙන්න මේ ටික highlight කරගන්න. 3 brothers conduct a business. එතකොට මෙතන නම් people ලා having a people. Right? Collection of people. පොඩ්ඩක් අපි උඩින් ලියාගමු. Collection of people. Conduct a business now. Engaging in an economic activity. Engaging in economic activity. And Good Mackerel Private now having a name. And then finally objective high quality objective. ඒ හතර අපි දාගමු. ඔතන option එකක් තියනවද නැද්ද කියන එක නෙමෙයි. So with the correct order. collection of people, economic activity, having a business name and objective. And like a respectively නැතුණත් I'll give the answers options. So 53 years. Make a ගන්නත් පුළුවන්. So please highlight. Please highlight. Given below are various business organizations that can be seen. Out of them, answer includes private sector business organizations. Private companies, sole proprietor, cooperatives, partnerships. Question number 55. A type of business organization belongs to the government and private sector. Government and private sector. Government and private sector. Guys, මොකක්ද answer එක? හොඳට කල්පනා කරලා බලන්න. Government and private sector. ඉතින් private companies ඉතින් නමින්ම private කියලා දීලා තියෙනවානේ. How can you say it's belong to government? Private companies. Answer should be number 1. Government corporation. Government corporation වල තියෙනවා. Right? Government corporation. The majority belongs to government. ඒක අදහස තමයි. Right? සමහර the full now can you refer, guys, can you refer the major the corporations explanation, right? Government corporation definition එක බලන්න ගිහිල්ලා මොකක්ද ඒක කියන්නේ? Full or major ownership belongs to government. Here, did you notice that? Full ownership or major ownership. So when you say full or major, so it can be a situation where 70% belong to government and rest 30% to private. So then it's satisfied, right? So major ownership 70% to government. Likewise. එහෙනම් හිතන answer එක corporations. Departments 100% government. Departments 100% government. Can you please change the answer? Yes, question number 56. Given below are few characteristics of a various business organizations. Out of them, the answer includes the characteristics of sole proprietorship. Lazy ප්‍රශ්නයක් නේද? Capital by ownership. So A එනවා, liability owner, and profit loss alone perform independently. Yes, number 2. Question number 57. Sunil Premasiri intend to start a pharmacy named Sapatha. By recruiting 6 employees. The answer group that includes the rules and regulations are applicable. එතකොට මේක ඇවිල්ලා sole proprietor එකක් නේ. And also it's the name difference with the name quite different with the full name of the owner. So you have to register the business name, audience, and special license. Why? Because it's a pharmacy. You have to get the pharmacist license, right? And then employees provident fund. Consumer Affairs Authority නෙමෙයි එතන අපි ගන්නෙ. මෙතන තියෙනවා Shop and Office Employees Act එක කියලා එකක්. Right? That's something maybe new. I'll explain. දැන් මේ බලන්න options වලින් Companies Act අදාළ නැහැනේ. Company එකක් නෙමෙයිනේ. Partnership උත් එන්නේ නැහැ. හරිද? ඊට පස්සේ I Companies Act තියෙනවා. ඒක ගන්නත් බෑ. Right? Third also Companies Act there. Yes. මෙතන තව එකක් දාගන්න. Guys මෙතන answer එක හරි. answer එක fourth okay. නමුත් මේකට shop and office එකක් apply වෙනවා. Shop and office කියලා කියන්නේ factories නැතිව වෙනත් businesses තියෙනවානේ. ඒ කියන්නේ factory workers ලා හැර office වල වැඩ කරන workers ලා සහ මේ වගේ shops වල වැඩ කරන අන්න ඒගොල්ලන්ට අදාළ නීති තමයි Shop and Office Act එකත් බලපාන මොකද 6 employees ලා ඉන්න නිසා. අවශ්‍ය නම් මෙතන දාගන්න පුළුවන්. Shop and Office Act also impacts. But as far as you concern the answer number 4 is correct. But this Shop and Office Employee Act also have an impact. EPF cannot අනිවාර්ය EPF ගෙවන්න වෙනවා employees ලාට. Fourth one, you can go with the fourth one. That is correct. No, guys. So we cannot take the Companies Act. Company එකක් ගැන mention වෙන්නේ නැහැනේ. Right? The act that can be made applicable regarding the activities of a partnership if there is no partnership deed or non-partnership ordinance sections 24. Given below are few advantages and disadvantages for partnership. Out of the above, the answer group that shows separately the advantages and the disadvantages of a partnership. Advantages of a partnership. Loss is shared, that's quite good for you. But liability is unlimited, ඒකනම් disadvantage එකක්. Easy to commence advantage. Diverse skill advantage, no legal personality disadvantage, profit is shared disadvantage, advantage. So like you are getting ACTG, yes, and DEF. Question number 60. Given below are few characteristics of incorporated company. Select the correct answer regarding public companies and private. Private. Shares can be issued to the public. Yes, that's belong to public company. No. Maximum number of shares is 50. That is private. That is private. 1 to 50. Right? එහෙනම් මේ පැත්ත B තියෙන answers ඔක්කොම අයින් කරගන්න පුළුවන්. එහෙම නැත්නම් මේ ඔක්කොම අයින් වෙනවා. lazy නේද? එහෙනම් අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම option number 1. Capital can be raised by issuing the shares and debentures, so which is a public company. Minimum number of directors 1, which is also private. Public වල minimum 2 වෙන්න ඕනේ. Credit rating that is required years for a public that is required. So question number 60, correct answer number 1. Given below are various characteristics of a business organization. Out of the answer that into the partnership. While inability to, while life is unlimited, few persons. B there, the C and R, B and R. There's no legal personality. Yes, which is B, C, D, F. 61 option number 1. Yes. Question number 62. The main advantages for a partnership business. In having a partnership deed, දැන් partnership deed එකක් තිබුණා කියලා ප්‍රශ්න ඇති වෙන එක වැළකෙනවද? Guys? No, right? You know, just having a partnership deed, it doesn't mean that there won't be any issues. There will be issues, but you can minimize those, you know, the occurrence, right? Because why? You have something to refer. එහෙනම් මේක සම්පූර්ණයෙන්ම වැරදි. No problems will be arising. Yes, but the minimization of space that cause disputes වෙන chance එක අඩු වෙනවා නේද? Yes, 62 number 2. Given below a few documents that have a submitted when registered a business. Cooperative එකකට අවශ්‍ය වෙනවා application. අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම application එක ඕනේ ඕනම organisation එකකට application එක අවශ්‍යයි. Articles of association, there's nothing called articles of association. That's for a company. Proposed by laws, 2 copies අවශ්‍ය වෙනවා. The minute of the general meeting, feasibility report also there, and also yes. තව අවශ්‍ය වෙනවා route map එකක්. ඒක නම් මෙතන දීලා නැහැ. Right? එතකොට A C D E. So why you have taken option number 3? Application. AD. No, statutory declaration. එහෙම එකක් අවශ්‍ය වෙන්නේ නැහැ. Right? 2 copies of the your constitution තමයි අවශ්‍ය වෙන්නේ. So for a cooperative society, no. බලන්න ඒකේ පැහැදිලිව තියෙනවා 2 copies. So let me share the content, guys. Well, 2 copies proposed by the laws කියන්නේ interim constitution කියන අදහස මේ බලන්න. Here 2 copies of the interim constitution. කියලා කියන්නේ that's the 2 copies proposed by the laws. ඒ කියන්නේ constitution එක කියන්නේ law එක, right? Cooperative society එකේ internal laws කියන අදහස. Question number 64. Although Hiru, Sandhu and Taru conduct a partnership business, they don't have a partnership deed. Select the correct one. Deed එකක් නැතිලු. deed එකක් නැති වුණොත් අපිට මොකද කරන්න වෙන්නේ? Right? Let's see. So you have to refer the section 24. The profit loss should be shared according to the profit ratio. නෑ. deed එකක් නැත්තම් සමානව තමයි බෙදන්නේ. Right? සමානව බෙදන්නේ. Salary should be made. There's no salaries. Only one person can participate. No. Everyone has a right to participate. And හැමෝටම 5% interest ලැබෙනවා. ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ investment එකට. Partners cannot hear expenses personally. Yes, they can do. So fourth one. It has to be the fourth one. Fourth one. Please make a note of it. දැන් theories මතක නැහැ වගේ බලන්න පැහැදිලිව ඔයාලට දීලා තියෙනවා note එක. Partners are entitled for 5% interest for the money invested in addition to the agreed capital. In addition to the agreed capital කියන්නේ additional capital එක. Initial capital එකට නෙමෙයි ඊට පස්සේ ඔයා කීයක් හරි business එකට දෙනවා නම් for that you will be eligible for 5%, not the initial investment, not the initial capital. So it as well section 24. Question number 64, correct answer number 4. Question number 65. Select the suitable statement regarding a public limited company. The minimum number of directors is 1. Minimum number of members 2. Minimum number of members 1. Credit rating test is required. Yes. Auditing required. Tax has to be paid by the business name. 65.3. 65.3. Question number 66. Given below are few characteristics of a cooperative business. Among them, the answer group that includes significant characteristics of cooperative business. Right? Characteristics and policies වෙනස්. Guys, remember, cooperative societies, ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ policies තියෙනවා නේද? මතකද policies? Cooperative society policies, volunteer membership, democratic control. As per the International Cooperative Alliance. Features. Independent organization කියන එක feature එකක්. Right? It's a feature. Democratic control කියලා කියන්නේ it's a policy. It's a policy. බලන්න ඔයාගේ page number 85. If you refer page number 85, you see that. Yeah. So democratic control of the members is a policy, right? Concern over the society. They do concern to the society, right? That's a policy. That's a policy because those are not profit organization. So it's a policy. So C is a policy. One member receive one voting power. Yes, it's a feature. Voluntary and open membership policy. Profit is not based on objective. Profit is not the main objective, which is a feature. So ADF and BCE. 66 number 2. Yes, 66 number 2. Question number 67. Select the correct answer group that includes the facts included in the articles of association. Rights and bonds of the shareholders, objectives of the company, the management, yes. මේවා අදාළ නැහැ. මේවා the statement containing the කියලා කියන්නේ order the documents you have to submit, right? Documents to submit when you register business, right? Name of the secretary of the company වෙනස් වෙනවානේ. එතන name කියලා හදා ගන්න. name එකකින් දාන්න බෑ articles වල. name එක වෙනස් වෙනා ඉන්නේ. අපි දන්නනේ කවුරු ඊළඟ වෙනවද කියන එක. root map එක අදාළයි. root map තියෙන්නේ cooperative societies වල. root map එක ඉන්නේ නැහැ. එහෙනම් yes 67 answer number 3. Be careful here. This does not come. Statement contain the consent of the directors. It's one of a statement you need to submit when you initially incorporate. Right, guys. So here now, question number 67, answer number 3. හරිනේ. Right. 68. The name of the relevant organization published under the job vacancy section of a newspaper mention PLC, the PLC. එහෙනම් ඒක public listed company එකක්. It's a public company which isn't listed. වැරදි. මේක list කරලා තියෙන්නේ. It is a company which cannot issue. නේද? දැනටමත් ඒගොල්ලෝ shares issue කරලා ඉවරයි. PLC එකක්. It's a public company which produce export tea. Okay, ඒක හරි, but ඊට වඩා බලමු. It is a public company which has raised funds by issuing debentures. වැරදිනේ. It's a public company which can transact share publicly in Colombo Stock Exchange. Yes, yes. So that's the correct answer. 68.5. No. Right? Because when you say PLC is a listed company in Colombo Stock Exchange. Question number 69. Given below a few characteristics of incorporated company. Out of the above, the answer that includes only the characteristics of a private company. Private company, yeah? So 1 to 50 years, shares issue කරන්න බැහැ public, but one director is sufficient and legal personality, yes, 692. Why you took 69.3? There's no way, right? BCD. No, right? It's a private company. 70. Given below are the names of the 3 incorporated companies. Gunawardhana Private Limited, Netma Private, Netma Company PSC, Asha International. Among about a company that has been registered on Colombo Stock Exchange, only B, right? Which is Netma Company PLC. Question number 71. The following are some features of a business organization. Select the answer which includes the features specified only for cooperatives. Only for cooperative. It's an independent, it's a democratic control, there's no profit, it's a collection of a voluntary gathered, කාවත් බලෙන් ගෙන්න ගන්න නැහැ, කැමැත්තෙන් ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා. ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ limitation එක limited, unlimited නෙමෙයි limited limited liability. එතකොට ABD 71.2. Select the correct statement from the following. Combination of a number of companies engaging in different stages of a business chain horizontal. And the horizontal කියන්නේ similar businesses. Similar sector නේ horizontal නේ. So horizontal කියන්නේ similar nature. Similar nature. Combination of 2 or more companies කියන්නේ similar business. නෑ different ඒවා එකතු වුණොත් අපි කියන්නේ it's a vertical. Combination of a companies engaged in different geographical regions, market extension combination. Let's keep that for a while. The acquisition is the transformation of 2 or more companies being doing business separately into a single entity. Nah, the acquisition එකදී ඒක වෙන්නේ නැහැනේ. Acquisition එකදී වෙන්නේ just the ownership change. The company will be as it is. But if you think about something like amalgamation, right? A business combination, which a business merge, right? Here, remember, just to remind your knowledge. Merge කරොත් තමයි company දෙකක් එකක් වෙන්නේ, right? In a merger, 2 or more companies become one. Acquisition, just the ownership change. Just the ownership change. එහෙම බැලුවොත් the acquisition is the transformation of 2 companies. එකත් වැරදි. Combination of a companies not of the same type, but in a different types of conglomerate combination. Yes. Which is a different setup. Yes. අපිට මේ market extension එහෙම කතාවක් අපි ඉගෙන ගන්න නැහැ. Yes, so fifth one එක ගන්න. 72 73. Given below are few benefits that franchise and franchisee get from franchise business. Able to enter into large business. Yes. The risk of the or the failures or failure because it's a well-established company, well-established business, already established. Fulfillment of the responsible recording franchise agreement. The answer shows separate the benefits that the franchise and the franchisee get. Franchisor. How the franchisor කියන්නේ owner නේ. Franchisee කියන්නේ the person who is obtaining the authority. Right? එහෙනම් able to enter into large business එක අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම franchisee. Right? The risk law that is also franchisee. Fulfillment of a responsible franchise agreement that is also ඒකෙන් දෙපැත්තටම එන්නවනේ. Receiving royalty D අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම franchisor වෙන්න ඕනේ. D අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම franchisor. Yes. And F expansion. Yes, because you can expand the business without your investment. And ABE. Yes, large business. Receiving low, the failure is low, and financial facilities. Yes. Fifth one, 73, fifth one. Below are some of the business organization in column X and some related information in the column Y. When above X and Y match correctly, government incorporated under special or general act. Partnerships affecting the business name audience. Cooperatives, one member is correct name. So 3 for D should be there. 3 for D should be there. Yes, directly controlled under the government, which is 5 for B also should be there. 5 for B not yes, අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම 4th one. The type of business organization that have a perpetual succession and මොකද මේ perpetual succession කියන්නේ continuous existence කියන word එක තවත් දෙයක් unlimited liability but no legal personality. Government companies legal personality තියෙනවා. Just a company belong to the government. Partnership no legal personality එක හරියි. Sole proprietorship yes, remember the meaning the perpetual succession කියන්නේ continuous existence කියන එක. එතකොට partnership එක නැහැනේ perpetual succession එකක්. sole proprietorship නැහැ. But when you come to corporation, there's a legal personality. Oh, in value government departments. Yes. Because since it's belong to government, there's a continuous existence. Have I unlimited liability? And no legal personality? Yes, because the head of the government, head of the department represent 75-3. Not a partnership. 76. The following column A shows the government sector business, private. So the example. All right. Government corporation එකක්. Corporation කිව්වට පස්සේ විවිධ words use කරනවා. Authority, a board එක, institute, commission ඒ වගේ වචන. UGC කියන්නේ government corporation එකක්. අපි මුලින්ම බලමු ශ්‍රී ලංකා න්‍යායාලයන් කියන්නේ government company එකක්. Department of Post කියන්නේ අනිවාර්ය department වචනෙම තියෙනවානේ department එකක්. Lanka Phosphate Company, it's a company. UGC Corporation. Authority, Sri Lanka Ports Authority Corporation. Sri Lanka Railway Department is a department, no F. And Ceylon Electricity Board, which is a corporation. DEG BFAC, which is question number 76. Answer number 1. Okay, last question. The type of business organization which is established under the Parliament Act and more than 51% of the capital of which is owned by the government affiliate institute. But guys, here, how can you take government companies here? It's not the government company. Government company. හොඳට මතක තියාගන්න. මේ බලන්න. Government company එකක් establish වෙන්න නැත general and special acts වලින්. මොකක්ද government company එකක් කියන්නේ? Just a company registered under the Companies Act number 7 of 2007. වෙනසක් නැහැ. පැහැදිලිද? එතකොට government company එකකට general special acts අදාළ නැහැ. General special acts තියෙන්නේ corporations වලට. Right? මෙතන answer එක government corporations. Right? මොකද government corporation එකක් වුණත් right major or the full or the major ownership නේ. එතන 51 government එකට තිබිලා ඉතුරු එක වෙන අයට තියෙන්න පුළුවන්. Right? So 77 answer number 1. Not the government company. මේ බලන්න government companies පැහැදිලිව කියනවා. Here. දැන් මෙතන මේ 51 කතාවෙත් තමයි ඔයගලන්ව mislead කරන්නේ. Right? Here, being a company, incorporated companies act as a public limited company. That's all. Companies act. එතන කියන්නේ general law special act එකක් තියෙනවා. මේ තියෙන general law special act corporations දැක්කද? Here, established under general special act. මේ තියෙන full law major ownership. ඒ කියන්නේ අර 51 එක කතාව ඒගොල්ලෝ මෙතනට ඇදලා අරගෙන තියෙනවා. Right? එහෙනම් 51% more than. ඒ කියන්නේ major ownership කියන එකනේ. පැහැදිලිද? ඒ නිසා it's not the government companies, it's the government corporation. 771. Right, guys. So that's about the today's plan. අතන plan කර විදිහට question දෙක discuss කරා. So question number 1, lesson number 1 fully done, lesson number 4 fully done, lesson number 7 fully done. Right, so let's move the next one, which is insurance. And insurance theories මතක් කරගන්න අපි paper එකක් discuss කරමු next week. මම next week class එකේ කලින් paper group එකට දාන්න. එතන ඔයාලට පුළුවන් ඒක කරලා answers මට එවන්න. answers එවන එක really important. මොකද එහෙම වුණොත් තමයි මම answers බල තමයි explain කරන්නේ. No need of explanation. So we have to save our time as well. But when I pick the incorrect one, so I see how you have understood. So then I know how to explain. Correct. So thank you guys for joining, and we'll see you with the next session. Thanks.